What is that? Uh-oh. I hope I don't hear some background. So anyway, I'm excited because I got my girl Theresa Gilford on.
Yay!
Yes, yes. And this is a very good episode. We're praying ooh, let me turn it down. Um we're paying tribute to a gentleman who has, I guess, really put history into a lot of us. He was born, look, I'm about to tell my age. He was born the same year I was born, which is in 1970. So I pretty much grew up with this dude. And my favorite song and the song that I always talk about is called Rough Riders. I love that song. And this is perfect because I got Theresa Gilford on here, and I'm about to introduce her in a second. But I was talking to her yesterday when we was on set, and she was like throwing all this stuff that he has done. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta come on here so we could play tribute to DMX. So everybody, I would like to go ahead and introduce her. I've been talking about her all day. I got my water. That's how much I've been talking about her. This young lady is brilliant. She's a writer, she's an actress, she's doing so much, she's an entrepreneur. Her and her mom is a dynamic duo. They remind me of me and my mom. Uh, Too Real for You, and she's about to tell us the new name of it. We've got to get this straight, so we're going to introduce the new name to everybody. She plays Monica in that, and of course I play Portia. We play opposite of each other. And then this is crazy because on top of everything else, her mom wrote a short story called Change the Break. She directed that last week, and then I wrote a short story, a 3-part short story that I directed, and she was in I'm about to mess everything. She was in Jessica's Drama, and I was in Change the Break. So we're going to talk about all of that. So it looks like we got somebody else on here. Who else we got on here? Happy birthday! Yes, Harriet. That's the screen.
Is that Harriet? That's my Jessica.
Yes. So these two that you see right here are characters in Jessica's Drama. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But first, I want to come on here and play tribute to DMX. But before I do that, Miss Harriet Burnette is on here. I have actually interviewed her before. She sang for us, which everybody is still talking about it. She is an entrepreneur. She's an actress, model. She's a singer. She's out there doing so much. She's got so much on her table. I cannot wait until she's allowed to actually talk about that. But we're not going to put her on the spot. But we are going to talk about Jessica's Drama. We'll talk about your characters. So everybody, welcome Harriet Burnette to the table.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Yes. So
I was happy I was able to get up here. I just got off my Zoom call, so
yes. Yes. I just want to thank you guys, first of all, for being part of my first short film that we're doing called Jessica's Drama. And of course, Harriet Burnette plays Jessica. And then, of course, Theresa Gilford plays Kelly. And these two sisters are learning to get along while they're trying to bury their mother at the same time.
Yeah.
So about that a little bit later. But we're talking about DMX. Unfortunately, guys, DMX just passed away. I'm going to go ahead and put up a picture of him. This picture right here.
I'm so hurt about that.
Yeah.
So DMX just passed away this Friday, to be exact, and he was on life support. I know him from Rough Riders. I love that. I love that song. And Theresa was telling me like all this other stuff he was doing. So I'm gonna let you have the platform, and then after that, Harriet, you can go ahead and tell us what you remember about DMX as well. Go ahead, Theresa.
Yes, well, definitely. Thank you, but I don't know too much, but I definitely follow DMX a lot. He reminded me of my brother. We're music family as well. Well, artist family, you know. That's what we do. But DMX, he's a New Yorker, and I grew up in New York. You know what I'm saying? But he was from the New York side, the Vermont side. But he was, like you said, born your year, 1970. But Rough Riders was one of my favorite songs. We was talking about the Romeo Must Die, and I was talking about when he was getting into his acting as well, because not only was he a rapper and an artist for so long, or you know, a part of his community and a part of affiliated with, you know, his bikers club, which he loved. You know, that's where Rough Riders pretty much, you know, come from, with him representing that as well. But definitely, you know, he had 4 children. So, you know, in the process of that, he had been married. He was just like anybody else, you know, living their life, living their dreams, just like we are. And he got into his acting and tapped into his artistic side. And that's what made me push more into following him, besides some of his music, of course, too. But I think one of my favorite songs from him was the duo with R. Kelly, Aaliyah and DMX, the Romeo Must Die. That was a good, you know, duo.
Yeah. I love that. I love that too. What about you, Harriet?
Well, I'm a little on the, you know, I'm older things. So really, I mean, I like rapping and all. I like all of that growing up. I'm into LL Cool J type of, you know, all them guys. But I love DMX's, you know, my main one was because, you know, we all go through that thing where we feel like we about to lose our mind up in here. So
Yeah.
That one kind of really resonate with me, because they all gonna make me, ooh, Lord, I had to talk to him, lose my up in here. So that one was actually one of my favorites. But my biggest thing with him, I watched him over the years, not so much as follow per se, but just things, and his soul to me. I look deeper into a person outside of it. I see the outside, but I look in deep into that person. DMX had a lot of things going on, but his soul was so pure inside.
Oh yeah,
that's what I got. That's what I got. And his spirituality was beyond. You know, a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people didn't understand it, but he was so connected in so many levels with God. A lot of people just didn't. And that young man could put a prayer down, like, my God.
Yeah.
and
you can one of his songs, Harriet, not to interrupt, but one of his songs, he says, "Flesh of my flesh," which is, you know, he always kept his spirituality and his things, and he says, "Flesh of my flesh," when he builds with his community. You know, that's what he puts out there, is the flesh of his flesh.
Right. And that's what I loved about him, was that stuck out more so than me than a lot of his songs. And then of course I've seen him in his movies and stuff too. But I look more at the person's inner person. Now, a lot of people talk about he was the drug addict, he was this and that. Okay, but he had. Sometimes you need to look at the good qualities in a person, and someone to beating them down about the bad qualities. Okay, we all have bad things that happen, and we don't know what happened to make people get to where they were or are.
That's right.
So I look deeper inside, and his soul to me, well, like I said, was so pure to me. And to hear this man pour, and if you listen to a lot of his songs, he's pouring himself out to you through his song. And if you really listen, he was asking for help on certain things as well. So I listen to all of that. And a lot of people like to see, well, he should have so. Well, first of all, keep your opinions to yourself, because you weren't there and you didn't walk in his shoes and see what the young man went through. And just pray for the family at this point, because they're grieving a very, very hard grief, and the world itself, but the family in particular, especially, is doing something. But I saw something yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that, where I saw Jay-Z and Beyonce bought his masters. And he, but they're giving them free to his 17 kids. They bought them for, I don't know how many millions of dollars, but they're giving them, you know, I don't know how true it is. I just read that, you know, whatever, but there's a Jay-Z in that.
I read it too. I read that he was working to get his masters, and ahead and bought it, and then they gave it to the kids. I think that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
I think
That really was. So that was a good tribute to him. You know, as
Right.
opposed to all this biting about he did this and that. Okay, but the young man's gone now, and he's at peace now with whatever he was dealing with. He's at peace with that. So just pray for the family. So that's my thing. I don't have any backstories as to what. I just love that song because y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Up in here.
Yeah. I love
and you know what I say too as well, Harriet, to the negativity about it too as well. I'm not gonna be the one to pick up a stone because I don't want nobody picking up a stone to me.
God, please. I got some. I ain't
don't
throwing
pick up
nothing.
no stone thrown at me. I ain't gonna pick up one and throw it at you. I promise you.
That kind of, I'm glad you brought that up too, because that kind of disappoints me because the guy just passed away. His family is mourning him, right? And his history is not like it's not publicized, like we don't know. But why are they like focusing on that right now, especially when his family is trying to mourn? They've already went through everything they went through with him already. Why are we talking about that? Like he did so much. Everybody,
that's the world, baby. That's just the world and people in it.
Yeah. Everybody knows all of his songs, but everybody can point out a song that they love. Like, remember, Harriet, when we were filming your last part of part 1, and we heard somebody playing one of his songs.
Right. And I stopped, and we was out at the library, and it was and the guy had his windows down, just blasting. So everyone's feeling it right now. Because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, his songs touched a lot of people.
Yes.
Right.
And it resonated. That man started. He had his own record label. Rough Riders was, something. I mean, he wasn't just doing the music and putting the music out here to get on a label, but he started a label for other artists, local artists, just like we do in, with our productions.
Yeah. He wrote all this stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he did a lot of stuff. He made a big difference. I knew, but I didn't know. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I did not realize, or maybe you guys can correct me, I didn't realize he was in a relationship with Aaliyah.
I just picked up on that. I didn't know he.
It was short-lived, but they had their little during the Romeo Must Die. Which you see, I guess the chemistry was there too. I mean, if you go back and watch it too as well and peep them, then you're like, oh, okay, that ain't just acting. A little sparkle in the eye or two.
Sparkle in the eyes. So they I saw something that touched my heart though, and this is how I was like, I didn't know. Like, there was a picture of Aaliyah saying that, come on, like waving to him saying, come on. And I was like, oh, these memes sometimes they could make you cry. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Like when he passed away and all the memes they had, and then when it'll come to my head, but all these memes that they did, it's just like it really gets me. So I'm glad you ladies came on here with me, because I just wanted to give my tribute to him. I didn't know the guy, but I did listen to his music. My sister had like this major crush on him. She's much younger than I am, and she was like, and to be honest with you, I didn't really listen to his music like that until she was like, check this song out, check this song. I always thought he had like this real sexy voice, that deep rough voice. Yeah, I love that. I like any man with a sexy voice. I'm like, oh gosh. And I'm married, but I can still say, oh gosh.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with window shopping. You're not bringing anything home.
That's right. There you go. I wanted to show some pictures that I picked up that I thought was pretty cool of him. Of course, it's the one. I like this picture, guys. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah.
I love that picture.
He was into it. That.
Yeah,
I love that. He was definitely fit and in shape too as well. He kept himself well.
Oh yes, he was heck of a sexy. He was chiseled. And this right here. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. So that's just a little speckle of it.
Right.
And I actually have it up in the little window right here. I looked at the video of that. There was so many people. It looked like a whole town.
A
I
sea
was
of
like,
people.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
from all
a
over.
sea. That was a sea of people and all
Yes.
types and all nationalities and all, you know.
And there were people on the outside actually, and it was
Yeah.
just as thick on the outside. That was just the inside, but there was pictures actually, if you had searched the archive a little deeper, that were actually on the outside where that crowd was just like that, and they were content even listening on the outside. The ones that couldn't even get in.
Oh wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. That's amazing.
To
Yeah.
have that type of impact, that's the type of impact that I would want to have, and that would be the positivity that I would take from it. Is to be able to draw numbers like that, to be able to give a word or a seed and plant something positive, because at that time that's what he was doing.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely say that. So I say that's why I titled this Rest in Heaven. Rest in Heaven to
He loved
DMX.
animals. He was an animal lover. He had like 9 or 10 dogs. He kept like almost like a festive of them. I know he had 2 sons. I can't remember. I know he had 4 children, so that was 2 sons and I think 2 daughters.
Yeah, yeah. So, praying for the family, praying for the family.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that you ladies are on here. I wanted to also talk about the 2 projects that we were in. We'll first start with Change the Break, which I've been talking about it periodically in my other videos. So if you guys that are tuning in right now, please check out my other videos. You can do that by subscribing and hitting the notification key. So that would be cool. But I have talked about Change the Break, which was based on a domestic violence. And I have to say, without giving away the movie, it impacted me just watching it. It's very intense. And so Theresa, who's in the middle, Theresa Gilford, she actually let me make sure these names are here so you guys can see it. She has it as what do you have? My glasses is not on.
Oh, TCG, my initials.
Yes, that's nickname. She was a director, and her mom, Erlina Gilford, was the writer and the creator and the writer and the creator of the short film, and then Harriet played the grandmother in it. So I'm going to start with TC, Theresa Gilford, and I'm going to have you tell us a little bit about that movie.
Okay, Change to Break. Well, it started off and it was actually a stage play that me and my mother wrote. And we performed it with my son and a couple other of our outreach ministry children. And it was a domestic teen, awareness type of thing. And then we were talking about it 2 years ago and turning it into a film. So we both started writing on it. And she came up with the whole concept of let's, make it more like the stage play, but bring it, more to life. So then, of course, it came out to Change to Break. And there's so many people that have, we have lost in just 1 year alone. I'm just going to stop with just 1 year, because death it happens. But in 2020, we lost 4 young, ladies to domestic violence in our family. So this film Change to Break is actually, derived from that. And that's where it was inspired from. And especially, shout out to Ryan and rest in peace to Ryan Weaver, my cousin, who this is actually dedicated to. And of course, with the story, I'm not going to really give you much about it, but it's about abuse. And it's even though it's dealing on the teenage level, because of the relationship, it shows you the generational curse and the travelization of it and where it came, kind of where it started from for this particular teenager. And you can kind of go back in her past without seeing her past as to how she fell into a circle cycle or a cycle circle. And then her grandmother, of course, tried to steer her, because we all have that one relative that would be spiritually inclined still, that stays on that prayer, floor for us on their knees and stays completely with that cloth in hand and tries to steer us in the right directions and help us to make better choices. Well, in this particular Change to Break, that's what her grandmother, who was played by Harriet Burnette, the lovely Harriet Burnette, and I'll let her talk about her character and her experience on that end. So I won't get into her character, but definitely she brought it out. And that grandmother, we can relate to her. So I'm going to pass the baton to her because I kind of started talking about Miss Burnette and that grandmother, Miss Wells.
And before you pass it on,
yeah,
I do apologize. I didn't realize that you had a part in writing it. So that's you guys.
Oh no, no! I'm a ghostwriter. I don't never take. I mean, credit is credit where it's due. I got to direct it. That's anything that I'm on. You'll never see me. Well, give me my. It was put together the way it was put together.
Go ahead, Harry.
Wow. Oh, wow. Well, that film right there.
Yes.
I had to channel my grandmother in me. Okay. Because I had that type of grandma that would fight for you. She would, she'd go to battle for you. But the main thing she got that prayer on. That was morning, afternoon, due to midday, night, whatever. First thing in the morning when she hit the floor, she was on her knees at her bedside. Every morning before she even got her cup of coffee or whatever, she got up, thanking Jesus, on the floor on her knees every day. And she fasted and prayed on a regular. My mother picked up that. Now my mother fasts every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, from the time she get up till 6 o'clock in the evening, she don't eat. She's drink water, juices or whatever, and read the Bible.
Yes.
And she's been doing that for years. I ain't got that yet. I do it periodically. But I haven't done it like got a set schedule where I do it. That's something I'm working on this year. But it does help a lot. But that Mama Wells, man, Mama Wells to me was a combination of my grandma and my auntie. My auntie was that one, she'll cut you if she have to, blah, 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 but she love you. Grandma's like, baby, no, baby, listen. Okay, now we're gonna pray about that. Now you need to get the word out. Let's talk about this thing. And the auntie like, look, or whatever. He put his hands on again, I'm gonna cut him. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you put them two together, he ain't gonna get cut, but he might get knocked out. but with the Bible in the hand. So and so I actually channeled both of them together to bring out well. So a lot of times you guys saw me in my little minute quiet zone. I was talking to grandma. Wow. Come on out of here. Come on, animal. Come on, animal. And then saying, okay, auntie, I want you to come out just a little bit. I want you to come all the way out, cause you come all the way out, it ain't gonna be good up in here. He gonna have a bad day. He gonna get cut. He might get beat upside the head with the Bible, whatever. But we can't have that. So I had to. It hit home a little bit for me too, because I found out recently. I mean, I've heard of abuse. I've never actually witnessed it or know anybody per se that has gotten beat down. As far as verbal abuse, which is sometimes just as bad, I know of that. I've never had it. I know of someone, a real close friend of mine, that happened to, and I had to go to their rescue for that. Just found out recently, a friend of mine, I had no idea that they had went through all the stuff that they did until they came out with the book. So when I'm seeing that, and I actually was feeling like I wanted to grab homie by his dress and toss him around when I saw him, choking my baby, right? So this movie, this short film is going to touch on a lot of people. You're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh a little bit, Mama Earlina and you, Theresa, y'all did an awesome job on that, and I am so honored that your mom personally picked me to play grandma, because she called me, your mom called me on a drive back from another shoot. And
when she called you and said you said yes, and then called me, I was like, yes. I was like, now we got our kid, because that was the last person that we had. What's the grandma?
Wow. She called me. She said, I know it's short time, you know, and I know you're busy, you know, got things going on. But I told the what's his name? What is the guy's name? I told him, I said, there's grandma, I don't want you casting for her. No.
Yes.
I got the person I want for her. She said, yes, I don't want to know. Don't get nobody else. So she said, I'm not, no pressure. I'm just asking. So I told her, she said, you going to see? Yeah, so we was working on the dates because she said the first. I said, nah, I can't do the first because I got to be in court. That was a Thursday. I said, can't do that. I said, but you can have me Friday. I can let them know I don't have to be there Friday and Saturday. You can have me those days. So yeah, so that's how I ended up with being Grandma Wells, and I really truly enjoyed the experience of playing her. I enjoyed the pampering I got from Alicia. What's her name?
Alicia.
That girl right there was a bomb.com. I'm telling you. Oh my God. She was so on point. She walked around with my lipstick and her comb in her hand. I was like,
shout out to BR Films.
Yes, y'all, they did an amazing job. So everything was awesome. Food, we ate well. The prayer was there. The people. It was just no mess. You know, the devil tried to sneak in a couple times. We prayed that ding dong going back down to the pits of hell where it came from. So
everything great he want to be invited to, and he gets mad that he wasn't invited, so he tries to show up. 50 kick him out.
So that was my kick on that. I enjoyed it. I can't wait until it comes out, and then my D there with the po come in there and help my baby out.
Yes.
So it was just beautiful, guys, and look at that picture.
It's talking on PC, so let me take it down.
Cute. And you guys, just to give y'all a quick little, today we did get a update from Maquan and them, you know, because they're in the editing process. So we will have a teaser, little bit, just for us to be able to put a commercial out and take to Youngstown, Ohio with us when we get ready to film down there. So I will have a teaser here shortly within the next 2 weeks, if not. It'll probably be sooner, but I want to just stretch it out a little bit just to give y'all some time so I can get it out here.
Cool beans. Yes. Okay, wait.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be
awesome. The next couple days we should have a trailer.
So the blessing keeps going. Chains to Break was a beautiful movie in itself, and I was very honored to be part of it, and I can't wait for that teaser to come out. Let's continues because these two ladies that are beside me right now also took part in another movie that I wrote called Jessica's Drama, and they did an awesome job. They really did. And Jessica's Drama was about two sisters who are trying to get along with each other, trying to find a way to get along to each other just in time to bury their mother. So it was a beautiful thing to work with you guys with Chains to Break. You know, even though I had like a little part in it, but it was a blessing. And when I walked on that set,
very significant.
It was such a dynamic. It was a really dynamic feeling because behind the scenes, everybody became a family, and it was like everybody was really close. And I was really nervous because, you know, when you walk on a cast and you walk after the part, everybody's pretty much bonded. But everybody just like, as soon as I walked in, they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" Hugs and everything. And it felt really good. So I want to say thank you to you and your mother for allowing me to be part of it. And I personally want to go ahead and thank Harriet about it. And I want to thank you guys for being on my project. I got some pictures I want to show you guys.
Show us. Give them the pictures, y'all. Ooh. Look at Jessica. Now that's Jessica, y'all, if y'all didn't know. I know she looked like she's about 10 years old, 12 years old, 13, 16.
Yeah, you go. There's some more. I think I got some more. I'm not sure. I'm trying to upload as many pictures as I could. There you go. There's another one. Right They're sitting at the table. So
Well,
I want you guys to tell a little bit about your character to everybody, and then we'll start talking about Change the Break right now. So I'll start with we'll start with Harriet. You go ahead and talk about your part.
talking about Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay, because you said Change the Break. We left Change the Break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure did.
We'll bring
That's
more
okay.
change.
I'll just making sure. We talked this week about me staying in my lane. We already had that conversation. Sissy, we had that conversation already.
I heard it too, but I just was gonna sit here and just.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're talking about
drama.
So I don't have my hair done, but we're talking about Jessica's drama, guys. Okay, so I'm Jessica with the drama. Okay, but anyway, I truly do. Jessica is your kind of a high class bougie. There she is. She looks like that. Yeah, that's Jessica. Little bougie, overbearing at times, and but she's mad too. She loves her sister and she wants her sister to be happy, but she's mad at how her sister's acting towards this man, and she wants to. Anyway, I'm not going to give you a whole lot on that, but she's very she doesn't understand what I'm getting. She doesn't understand why her sister's consent in that relationship, first of all. And I'm well educated and diverse and all that, but then some things happen to me too. Y'all find out later. They kind of throw some stuff in there and makes me upset. So I'm upset with things that's happening with me, and then I kind of takes it out a little bit on my sister, but underlying score, don't like the husband, so I really want to beat him. But she's a loving sister that wants the best for her, but then some other stuff happened to kind of throw some monkey wrenches in it. I'm talking all around it because I ain't giving nothing away. Y'all gonna have to wait and see. Right. But just know that Jessica is always on top of things most of the time, and she's in everybody's stuff, and she's always stirring up some stuff. The mess is there. She just like to stir it up some more. You know what I mean? It's not like not like she bring the mess in, but she stirs it up. Like I say, you put all the ingredients in the soup and do that, but it ain't gonna taste right unless you stir that thing up and get it all working in there together. So she like to keep stuff stirred up. So look for her to throw some things, and she's sharp too. That chickie right there.
You don't see it coming, I promise.
And I'm gonna throw a little everything Jessica has on was styled especially for her.
Yes.
By Miss Sierra Chroma. Okay. Yes. Your style consultant in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you need any type of event you want to go to, it doesn't matter what the event, whether it's formal, casual, business, whatever, call her. She can hook you up. Tell her what you want. She go buy the stuff. And
yes, I'm gonna be calling her in May. I already told you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and she's already said for Jessica 2 and 3, if you guys need her, to let her know.
Yes.
Okay.
We do.
So,
and, yes, we do. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to tag her information. Of course, after we get off, I'm going to tag her information to this so people can look her up, because she did style Jessica, and Jessica looked really good. And I'm disappointed because there was 2 things I was looking for. I know that we're talking about Jessica's drama, but I was also looking for the flyer for Change the Break, and I don't have it on here. I'm very upset about that.
And one quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, one quick thing. We're still on the outfits that I had on. That one particular outfit, the white top with the I have never. This is never. Y'all hear me? Put a story on Facebook and got over 600 viewers.
Woo!
For that outfit right there.
Mm-hmm.
I got over 600, and I just posted it yesterday.
Wow.
By the time it went off today, because you know it only lasts like 24 hours, so it goes out of the story. It had over I had 3 pictures of the same outfit, different moves, right? Each story got over 400. But that one particular one got over 600 viewers and a bunch of comments. And I'm sitting there going,
I mean, it was, honey, it was hugging and snugging Jessica.
Wow. And I shared that with Sierra, and she said, oh my God, that's crazy. I said, I've been on Facebook for years and I played my, I showed my stuff. It's never gotten, not one of my pictures have gotten over 600 viewers.
Well, that in
a 24-hour span. You know what I'm saying? And they kept saying, and the words they were using was classy, strong, powerful.
Yes. That's
those 3 words were used a lot.
Yes.
And that's what I told her I was going for, and she knocked it out.
And that's pretty much Jessica's character. She is she's all about herself. So in courting, she has to be well put together because her job is prestige, her personality is prestige. She cares only about herself. So she's gonna make sure herself looks good. So your stylist did an awesome job by just bringing out to light Jessica's character with her clothing.
And it was just so funny. She's so good. She said, okay, so what scenes? Okay, tell me the scenes. And I said, okay, well, one scene, I'm just chilling. I'm just lounging around, So she said, okay. She said, okay. I said, one scene is kind of business-like, but dressy, because I'm not at work, but I'm in my work mode. And then another one is, I'm coming to my sister's house and we're talking about my mother's funeral song, but I'm always up class. So she's okay, got you. When I got to her house Friday, it was late.
Wow.
From the earrings to the pocketbook to the outfit.
Ooh, the pocketbook is nice.
I love shoes, honey.
That pocketbook is nice. Now I know
the shoes were mine, but the pocketbooks and the outfits are mine too. But with me. But the pocketbooks, I ain't gonna talk. I know I'm not getting that Louis Vuitton. Okay, forget that. And look, and I just spoke her up. Hold on a second. Hold her up. I gotta let her call her back later. That was her just calling me. I just talked her up.
That's not happening.
But I know that Louis, girl. I want that Louis, that brown one with the thing. Yes. That was Louis. That was the Louis V boo.
I said, stuff I could put in that purse. I just imagined this as you was carrying it, the things I could carry in it.
Oh my gosh.
It makes you imagine it. Jessica made me imagine me being in everything she had.
Yes. And you ladies gotta forgive me. I'll get to your character in a second, Theresa. But speaking about people who were a great asset to the movie, I definitely got it for Change the Break. I got to talk about the makeup artist.
Oh yeah, Alicia.
Could you please tell us her credentials? Like, how you can look her up if you can.
Yeah. Let me hold on.
She did such an awesome job with the makeup for
my granddaughter.
Yes. Theresa, we'll get back to Jessica's drama, but because you
special effect makeup artist, yes.
Special makeup artist. She did, oh my God, a phenomenal job. She did so good on that girl's makeup. She stood back and she was like, oh my God, this is good.
Mm-hmm. It was
Alicia Redmond. If they want to look her up on Facebook, her name is spelled ELYCHIA, and it's Redmond, REDMOND, and she is on on Facebook. But then also it is I think it's North Carolina's film. She's with the playwrights up there for Wilmington, North Carolina. So she's also not just a makeup artist, but she also helps people like with our short films, Jessica Drama and Change the Break, to be able to enter into like the actual, arts up there and festivals up in Wilmington. So she's definitely, someone that you want on your team or to utilize in networking and having us as a sister friend, of course. Absolutely.
Yes. Definitely. So I just wanted to mention that because Jessica's outfit, her whole setup, gorgeous. The makeup on Chains to Break, amazing. I saw some amazing stuff in the last 2 weeks with these two short films. I really did.
Mhm.
Everybody did an amazing job. So back to
I'm
Jessica.
sorry. One more quick thing. I'm sorry.
No,
My
no.
makeup was done by me, all of
You,
me, except for my lashes. Okay.
Right.
TC
Okay.
did that.
I ain't taking no credit for them Jim Brown lashes. Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
But
I
did you?
did all my makeup except for put them lashes on because I'd have poked myself in the eye and it wouldn't have been right. I'm just saying. So this beautiful Theresa over here, this TC Kiki, her did, and I did say her. I didn't say she did. I know I'm talking wrong. Her put my lashes on. Okay.
Amen. Her
She,
did too.
her
And
did.
they were perfect too. Them jokes were straight. So I just want to throw that out there now. I'm done with that.
TC got lashes. And speaking about TC,
You're gonna
Teresa
have people worried though, because I got that steady hand. Not everybody's scared of that,
That's all right. I won't worry about that, girl.
But we was on them. We was on them.
Oh, now I know you do lashes. So when we do Portia Love, you're gonna have to do her
I
lashes.
got you.
Yes. But TC, aka Theresa Gilford, could you tell us about Kelly, your character, and just
Sure. Hey, I'm Kelly, Jessica's little sister, and I so inspired to be like my big sister because she is a boss for one. So every now and then, and of course with me being the baby, I try to take on some, something that's responsibilities, right? Because we have things with our parents; they're getting older, and we had just lost our mom. At the beginning, so I'm not going to tell you too much more, but I did tell you we lost our mom. So that's how me and my sister got together. So with my character Kelly, she's of course married. She got married young, a little bit, trying to chase after her high school sweetheart, college little prep guy, and she's just trying to be. She's a people pleaser as well as pretty much wanting to please her family, please her man. She has little things like little ticks and things like she has problems with things not being straight. She's a neat freak a little bit, to a point that it could be overbearing. It's there's nothing wrong with being a neat freak, but sometimes the overbearingment of it can get annoying to people. So she has that type of thing, and I think she does that a lot because she is still trying to find out who she is, who Kelly really is, and she's looking at herself in the mirror of Jessica, and of course her mom who passed, and their relationship, basing that on her mom and dad. But she's trying to please a man. She's a little doty. She loves, but other than that, I mean, she's just pretty much like a little naive, wants to be optimistic and believes that everyone can find love and, no one's out there doing the wrong or trying to do wrong. So she's like looking at it because she listened to her big sister. So she looks up to her. And so when Jessica comes with stirring her pot of mess, as she called it, she listens and peeks in, but then she's like, come on, Jessica, it's not true. But then she's still intrigued because she knows Jessica is about her, about her stuff. And so Jessica's not gonna, she might stir mess, but she's not alike. So, for Kelly, she looks still up to her big sister and takes what she says into heart anyway, even if she tries to be optimistic about everything. So we're going to have to see what comes out. The more Kelly character develops, the more we see part 2 come out. You guys see this, so we'll see, her develop more.
Yes, I'm excited. I can't wait. These are two phenomenal movies. Change the Break is a beautiful movie. It brings awareness to domestic violence. And then, of course, you got the two sisters who are battling their own personal personalities while getting to know each other and burying their mother at the same time. So the pleasure is just working with you ladies. And of course, Kwasheen, let's go ahead and put his there. Yes, shout out to Kwasheen Harriet. He plays Kelly. There he goes. He plays Kelly's husband.
Yeah.
Let me just wipe his face real quick. There we go. I wiped it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Shout out to Tiffany Thomas. She also has a part in it. I'm not going to even talk about her part.
No, not telling.
Kind of is
Not,
Who's that girl?
la 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 la.
we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about. But before we go, I would love for you ladies to tell people how they can get in contact with you, inspiring actors, people who do something motivational, something like that. So I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Harriet, and then we'll go to Theresa.
Ooh, okay. Facebook is just my name, Harriet Burnette. Now, the trick to that is somehow or another I got 2 Facebook pages. If you see one up there, if people calling me now, come on, people, come on. If you see one up there with a little bitty girl, that's my granddaughter. That's not the one. All right. That's not the one you want to pick. Okay, it's Harriet Burnette, and you will see me. And I change it up every so often. But if you see me or my boys or something like that, you know it's me. But the one that you do not want to get on as a little granddaughter with her glasses on, she being grown, standing there posing, that is not the one you want to pick on, okay, for Facebook. Now, Instagram is Ace Burnette 50 or what is it? Be for real, whatever. Anyway, it's B50 B Burnette 50 on Instagram. Twitter, I don't remember, so we ain't going there.
Right.
I do have a website that's coming out, guys. Just to throw that out there.
Get it, girl.
It's actually ready now. It's just me holding it up. I'm just, I have a certain time that I'm gonna put it out there because some things I'm tweaking that I want him to readjust and take off and put some stuff back on. Because, So it's ready. So my website will be up within the next couple weeks or so, if not before. So I think that's it. I'm not like I said, that Instagram, Facebook. I am on Twitter, but I don't know what it is. I think it's H Burnette 54. I think something like that. But don't quote me on that. I will go in there and have her type it in there later, so you guys can get me. But yes,
I will definitely go ahead and do that. By the way, ladies, I will all of your information, like just whatever you can remember, throw that out there. But I will get all of your information and I will tag it to this video so people can actually get you. So don't worry, guys, you'll be able to get in contact
with you now, Theresa.
Yeah. Okay.
Kelly.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Definitely on Facebook. You can get me on actress Theresa Gilford. Just type in my first and last name. But I am not big-headed when I say this. I say this for establishment and professional purposes only. But I always tell people, and this is for me and Harriet, as well as Miss Miss Donna over there in the corner. If you can Google us, if you push in Google our names, definitely we have established the platforms to stay on the engine, the certificates of professionalism to be at the top. So definitely anything that we have, because we do so much and we try to wear so many hats to help everybody around the 4 corners of the earth. Right. Google us. You definitely can get me with Theresa Gilford on Facebook, Instagram, nvt.imarryu. But
I just
link. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in LinkedIn. LinkedIn too. I'm in LinkedIn or whatever you call that. That too. Yeah. All that. Yeah, you're right.
Too many platforms to tell you.
You just Google me.
Google me. I Googled you. I Googled. That's how I became your friend on Facebook.
I came up too. Okay.
Right. It works because you established so much.
Walker Live.
The foundation is so great. It has nothing to do with being big-headed. It's about what you're putting out here.
Right. I'm going to tell people from now on, just Google me. That is like, I like that. Yeah. I like that. I'm gonna look at that.
IMDb and all that.
Right. You know, we all are inspirers. Ain't no way in the world. I am not a computer. I don't store much that comes back real quick. I promise you.
I love this. I love this. Yes, I Googled each. She is correct. 100% right. I Googled
Mhm.
each one of us and we all came up there. So Google us. If you wanna find out if you're an aspiring actor, Harriet's a model, whatever it is that you're into that's in the entertainment world. Look up these ladies right here. They're doing some great stuff. What we talked about today is definitely not everything that they're about to do the next day, because the next day they got some other projects coming up. And you know me, I'm not going to, I'm mentioning it because I'm excited, because both of you ladies are always, I bet you right now, they're going to call me and be like, guess what? So I guess what? When those things come to pass, we're going to talk about it again, and I'll bring you ladies back on, and we'll have another platform, and we'll go ahead and we'll talk about this again. But I want to thank you guys for talking about DMX with me. He was a moment in time that we can always treasure. He was here for a blessing, and my prayers go out to his family and his loved ones, and he has left a mark. He has left a mark. We all can say song that we love. He has definitely left a mark.
Yeah.
And you ladies have actually left a mark in my heart too, because the last 2 weeks has been a blessing working with both of you guys between Change the Break and Jessica's Drama. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I can't wait for further projects for us to do. So everybody, I'm going to get
send two. I'm ready for two. Send it. Send it.
Yes.
Send it.
So I'm getting ready to do that very soon. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
DD, real quick, and Harriet's going to get caught up on this, but we were talking in the car and we were pitching ideas. So yes, we were talking about the future and things coming up. We have some things on the table that are going to blow this world's mind, that are definitely coming to the forefront. And I'm getting with Dee and her husband. I would definitely like to link up with Harriet as well, because I'm telling you, I think that would be a triple threat for that.
Yes. So you guys are hearing a little taste of it. You probably don't know what the heck we're talking about. Just be prepared.
I don't even know.
Harry said, I don't even know.
I'm stirring Jessica's cup.
They're always talking about me behind my back, in front of my face. I don't know why they do that.
It'd be so good, too. It'd be so good.
It'll be juicy, honey. It'll be juicy.
Planning her future.
Oh my God, you ladies, look, you see how we cutting up here? Y'all only getting a taste of it. Boy, y'all didn't get the wig though, or nothing.
Ooh.
Girl. Look, if y'all want to know what we're talking about, y'all need to check out My Three Boys. It's on Amazon Prime, starring Burnette. Check it out.
And check out Portia on Too Real For You as well on Amazon Prime. Please go and check her out as well. While she's over here talking on her platform, she is a hot tamale. I promise y'all. That's Bossy Mama right there. She got a little Spanish in her, Jamaica. She got all of it in her.
Yes. Portia Love versus Jessica. Woo!
We gotta do that segment. If y'all don't dress up and do that, Monica try to come in and be the third wheel, but you know, I'll do half Monica, half Kelly.
Before I go, I did tell everybody, and you probably already said it, but just say it again because it's on my mind. Too Real For You, the name has officially changed. What's the name of it? Which is a soap opera.
The whole outreach ministry, of course, is Blessed Hands For You of Life. But the Too Real For You is still Too Real For You, but it's because it's a continuation and it's so many episodes is coming. It's Too Real For You, To Life For You. So it's changed to To Life For You. So Life For You is LYF. Y'all know I can't spell. LYFE, the number 4, the letter U.
Yes. So you guys, there's a lot of projects. So Google us. Google darling. Make sure you Google us here, darling.
Google yes, as well.
And My Portia Love voice. Okay. Yeah. And you see Monica in the middle. You guys, I love you. I can't wait. Love you back, baby. Love you back. Yeah. See Change the Break. And you know,
I will definitely keep you guys who are looking at this, and if you're going to be looking at this in the future, I will definitely put all of the information and tag it to this video so you guys can go ahead and check everything out. And don't forget, Google us, baby.
Okay.
Google
Thank you, Dee, for having us on your show. I love your show. I love your show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Adios,
Mama. Bye, baby.
Yes.